Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Rohit and this is the day 2 of the service portal training. In this training, today we will learn that how the portal backend is designed. We'll create a new portal and from this portal, we'll build something from the scratch one by one. From the beginning to the complex one, we'll go one by one. So very first thing we have to understand that how the portal backend structure is designed for that, and then we'll further discuss that. So if you see here my documentation, it says that saying that the portal backend structure, page flow. If you see portal holds page, if you see in this top, so it's saying that portals hold page, page holds instance. Each instance has a widget. See the below images for understanding. So when we are opening in our service now, the very first thing is that out of box instance. We saw that the SP is our out of box portal name, and then when in the question mark after that we have a ID and equal to, then we have a page name. So SP is our portal. So if I go back to this out of box instance, this is my out of box instance, and when I loaded very first thing, the SP, it's open with the SP, which is my portal name or the service portal out of box name. So when you visit by any website, let's say I am visiting my website. So when you visit any of this website, let's example that snowexpertrohit.com. So this is my website, and in this website, the first page or the very first page is my index page, which is we call that index.php, right? And whenever you click here, you are redirecting to my domain, which is the snowexpert.com, which is nothing but the page that you are seeing, actually the index page. Now if you go back to these any of these pages, it will come with the slash slash. So these all are sub pages name, but the main page is the index.php, which is normally not show because when you hit to this domain, by default your index page loaded. Similarly, if you go back to here, that my instance slash sp is my domain name, or maybe that my home page, and it's loaded the index page or home page, it's loaded. When you click here, you can see that the URL little bit changes, called sp question mark id equal to index. So index is nothing but the page name, the home page name itself is the index. Now if I change or if I go to any of these pages called knowledge page, catalog page, you just notice that this id is getting changed little bit, or the id is getting changed, because this id is nothing but the page name. Whenever I am going to any of this page, this id will be changed and that will be my page name. So if I go back here, the index is nothing but the home page name. If I remove this question mark and then hit enter, the page will be remain same, because that is also a home page. Because either you put that question mark index or you don't put that and you just put that sp or the portal name, that will be it will be the very first thing, it will be open the index page. So very first thing, SP is the portal, and inside the SP, this is my index page or home page. So if you see the structure, this is your domain name. In this domain, SP is your portal name, and question mark ID equal to index, which is the page name. Whenever you click any places in this portal, ID changes, it means that is the page name. So if you break down here, the portal holding the page, which is might be index page, which is might be category page, which is might be a different page, and each page have a widget instance, and this widget instance will be hold the widget. We'll deep dive or you will understand in a brief. So portals have a page, and page have a widget instance, and widget instance have a widget, and each widget have capability to write HTML, SSCS, client script, and server side. So each widget have a, you can write this many languages, and then widgets instance are holding widgets. So let's understand one more deep dive. So this is might be my page, and in this page, these all might be container row, and inside that we have instance, and instance is holding my widget. So let's understand from the backend. If I go back to this ServiceNow instance, and if I type the service portal, under this service portal, you will be able to see the module called pages, Once we open that, let's say this is the ID, and if I talk about that, we are talking about the index page. So if I open that index page, which is nothing but the title is the home page. If I open this home page, and let's see what all we have inside these home pages. So inside these home pages, if I scroll down, the page contains, inside the page contains what we have. This is the page. This page have a container, row, column, and this is the instance, and this instance are holding the widgets. So if you see, each columns and row have instance, and an instance are holding to that widget. So if I open any of these widgets, I'll show you that how out of box widget is looks like that. One thing also you have to be noted down that you cannot make changes anything on the out of box widget. Even you cannot put any single modification on the out of box widget. For that you have to have clone the out of box widget. So if you see here, this is one of the out of box widgets, and this widgets is looks like this one. As per our documentation, we said that widget have HTML, SSES, client script, and server side script. So if I go back here, this is the HTML that you can see that widget have. This is the CSS that here you can type the CSS your code. This is the server side script that used to get the data from server side to the backend side. And this is the client side data to whenever somebody click the button or whenever change any changes happen, some client side action is to be taken care. This is the client side. Additionally, we have a link which is nothing but a pure JavaScript to modification purpose. So these are the things we'll discuss in further. But if you see, this is the widgets, and these widgets are holding by this instance. Nothing but instance is like a placeholder which can hold to the multiple widgets. So if you can see that this is the instance, and this instance is holding that type height search, and instance is nothing but a placeholder you can remember at that time. So this is the how the backend structure is for service portal. And if we go back to the next topic, that portals module and element. So what are the portals module and elements are there? So whenever you go back to that service portal, so if I type the service portal here, so this is the module that you can see by default. So service portal home, service portal configuration, portals, announcement, agent stat, theme, page route map, page, widget instance, widget, CSS, log entries, all menus, header, dependency, angular provider. All these module will cover one by one in our upcoming sessions. So let's understand that what we have and what are the things we can do. So very first thing is the portal homepage, which is nothing but if you click here, it will be redirect you to that homepage or the SP page. The URL is the SP, that homepage that you can see. Now we have a next option we have called portal configuration. If we click here, it will open that service portal configuration page. In this configuration page, you can create a new page, you can design a new page, you can create a widget, you can create a new portals, and even you can change the brand details. If you see, this is my branding page, or maybe you can say that this is the home page, and in this home page, if you want to change anything brand related, like you want to change this logo, you want to change this color, you can change from this branding editor. In our upcoming video we'll talk about those points, but this is the branding editor we are going to cover. Now next we will have the portals. We'll discuss that portals. So if you go to the portals, out of box you have a 9 portals are installed. In your instance maybe vary, but this is how the portals are looks like. If your count is little high, might be because of there are someone created the custom portals, or maybe some of the extra plugins installed. Because of that, the portals count is little high maybe. But in my case, we only have 9 portals. We are going to create a portals. Portals is nothing but maybe completely, you can say, the complete new website for a particular region or particular set of user. If we are going to create something, that we can say the portals. So currently we have 9 portals, and let's see what are the components inside the portal first. So if you open this service portal, which is out of box, so this is the service portal out of box that we are talking about. You can see URL suffix is that SP, which is nothing but we are seeing in this top called SP. So this is the portal's URL suffix. The title is the service portal, which is nothing but when you hover over on this top as a fab icon, it will be shown as a title. Now home page, as I mentioned that by default the home page will be selected as an index, and then we have a kb underscore view, which is nothing but that what will be the knowledge article view. The login page, which is the landing, this is the page. So if you don't have any credential, then where should we redirect? That is the login page. The logo and icon that you are seeing in our here called one is the fab icon and another is this is the logo. So these things can be configurable. And then we have in the right side 404 page, which is nothing but if you put some pages name, let's say you put that page name somewhere hard coded that index.1, in that case this page is not found. So in that case, where should we redirect? That is the 404 page. The menus and the themes. So menu is nothing but whatever menu you are seeing here, these all are coming from the menus, and the theme is nothing but the black shade theme that you are seeing, all this color and combination, that is coming from the theme. So we'll create completely a brand new and we'll understand one by one. We also have a search sources and knowledge base. Search sources means that whenever you are searching something, from where should we search? The knowledge article, maybe the incident or the KB article, where should we search? This that is defined under here. And then knowledge base also, and then a catalog. These all are related to the which catalog item or catalog item, and then which knowledge base should be visible to the portal is defined under there. So let's understand from the documents also. So we talk about this one. So if I go back to the service portal configuration, under this configuration we can see this is the menu. I already talked about here. From this each and every menu we can create it different thing. This is a graphical representation. So let's say if you want to create a new widget, you can click here and you can create a widget from here, from the branding editor. Otherwise you can go back to that here and then you can go back to the widgets and click new. So both the options are available. If you want to create a widgets, you can go here and then create new. So this is the one option. Otherwise you can go to this widget list and click the new button. So this is normally the native view or native user for the native user. And otherwise you can directly go back to this branding editor, I mean this portal configuration, and here you can click the widget editor and you can create your new widgets, or you can search any existing widgets and start modification. You can start modify that. So we'll create that. So that's the steps, or that's the things. Even if I go back here in this configuration page, we can create a new portal from here, and then we can simply create our new page called we can create our new page from here, new portal from here. Similarly, from the native view we can go back to our portals and we can simply click new button and create our new portals. Both the will be work, both way it will be work, but one for the UI point of view, or this is the backend. Like you can create your you can sign up your form from that user page or that end user page, and otherwise you can go back to the backend database and you can, if you want to create the data, you can do that. So both the way we can do basically. Now next thing is that we'll talk about build. Today we'll build a new portal. To building a new portal, what are the things we need? First thing is that we need to create a widget or reuse that. So if you want to create a brand new widget, you can go for that. Otherwise you can create or you can reuse that. We need to create a page or we can reuse a page, and then we need to create a portal, set up the portals, configuration themes, and all those stuffs we have to do. So let's do one by one. The very first thing, or firstly, I will create a portal from these front-end tools, and then next I will show you that how we can create it from the backend. So very first thing is that either we can reuse a widget as it mentioned, or we can create a brand new widget. So first I'll create the steps for the creating a new portal is that I'll create a widget. So let's say I will create a widgets. We click here. Now we can select any of this widget, or we can create our new widgets. I'll click that create new widgets, and here I need to put the widget name that I am going to create. The widget name and ID are required field, both has to be created. So let's say I will say that home home page title, maybe this will be my our first case. And then here you can see you have the option called create test page. Once you click that, you have that options called to put the name of that your page. So it's by default populated with the widget name. You can remove that and then simply click submit. Once you click the submit, your page, your widget will be created. So let's say once you our creating page and creating widget, these two steps are done. Now if we go back, this is our widget that we have created. These widgets have a various options that we have already talked about, that HTML, CSS, client side, server side, link script, we can write that. So very first thing is that as a first day I will say hello. So these things I will just save that. Once you save that, these things is saved, or this page or these widgets are saved. Now if you want to preview, you can preview that by right click here in this. You need to click the hamburger icon. Here you have enable preview options. Once you click that enable preview options, and then here you can click the preview widgets to see whatever things you are making changes are showing in your real time. So if you say that hello, my name is, and then if you save here, these changes will be reflected here. So you can see these changes is reflected here. Now that, as I mentioned, the first step is that creating a new widgets is done, creating a new pages is done. We need to create a portal. So let's go back to here in the left navigation again, and then portal configuration. We'll open that. Under this portal configuration, you have a new portal option where you can create a portal. Once you click that, the mandatory field will be need to be populated. So we'll say that portal training. So this is might be our portal title, and then URL suffix we need to put that. We'll say that PT. Now very first thing is that once we save that, we need to be select the home page. So we already created a page called home page underscore home underscore page that we have defined. And then apart from that, we need to be select the menu and theme. So for the time being, we will select that out of box menu, which is SP header menu. We are going to select, and then here in these themes we will select the La Jolla theme. So these things we just said that. So what are the things we have created as per this documentation? We created a new widgets, we created a page, we created a portal. In this portal we selected the home page, we selected the theme, we selected that header, and then that's it. I'm not doing that branding editor. And in this portal setup, we set the title, we set the URL suffix, we set the theme, we set the menu. And here you can see that highlighted, it's saying that until you added a theme, a header to a portal, the header menu does not display. What does it mean by that? You have to have select the theme to show the header. Let's see. I'll just save that this case. So once we save that, this new portal is created. Now I will open a new tab. So let me open a new tab. Under this new tab, I will say the PT, which is that portal training. If we hit enter, our default page or home page that we have created at the moment will be visible. So this is the portal's homepage that we have created, is right now showing that hello, my name is something like that. So this is home page which is right now showing. Now, as part of this training, as I mentioned that you have to have select the main theme. If you don't select the theme and then let's say that you save that, what will be happen? The top menus that you are seeing will be no longer available. So let's refresh that, and you can see the top menus are not available. So very first thing is that you have to have select the theme, which is nothing but there are out of box themes are available. So you can select any of these things. I'm any of this theme. I'm selecting that La Jola. The themes will be create a container for you where you can add your menus. So I will save that. So just save now, right now. Once I save that, this page will be, I mean this home on this top, all these menus will be available. And this is our home page that we have created as part of this. We go to the widget, we go to the portal configuration. From this portal configuration, we click create the widgets and everything. Now let's see, if you go back to the portals, previously it was 9, now you can see the count is 10, because if I get to the updated, and you can see this portal training that I have created right now is visible. So basically, as I mentioned, that portal configuration is just like a UI from where you create, and here the actual record are stored. So this is the portal training that is showing right now. Whatever value we have selected, all these value are showing right now, so we can configure that. Similarly, if you go back to the pages, we recently created a pages which is nothing but home underscore page that is visible here, and you can see this is the home page that we have created, and this home page have a one instance, and instance have a one widgets which is nothing but that we have created called hello my name is something like that, that we have created. So this is the process of completely the portals. The next day we'll talk about that few more topics, that how we can create the menus for our own menus, because these are the menu which is provided by ServiceNow. Next day we'll create our own menus. That's it for today. Thank you very much. Have a great day.